What's going on, guys? Jacob here with Veteran Pro Wash. Is the customer always right? Leave a comment, let me know what you think. A lot of the times they are right, but not every time. So whenever it comes to the customer and what they have in mind and what they want and need and what you want and need, obviously you're there to do a job. You're there to make your money without harming anything that the customer owns or anything like that. About a week ago, we bid a job. It was a house wash and a driveway wash. It was a smaller house and a smaller driveway. The driveway was only like $100 driveway cleaning. We showed up. We told the customer ahead of time whenever we sent the bid over, and she accepted it. First of all, whenever we sent the bid, she was asking for about $40 off from the original price that we had given. It was about 30 or 45 minutes away from our shop. Further jobs, we tend to charge a little more due to fuel charges and stuff like that, taking a lot more time out of our day to be able to get to the job to do it. We told her ahead of time that we would be there around lunch to get started because we had two other house washes in the area about 10 or 15 minutes away from her house that morning. So we said, if you have any patio furniture or anything that needs to be moved, or a lot of stuff that needs to be moved, if you don't mind, go ahead, get it out of the way before we get there. That way we can go ahead and get started, because we have two other house washes after yours today as well. So go ahead and get all of that out of the way. If not, it'll be a $100 upcharge, which we knew she wouldn't go for because she was already trying to come down off of the price, $40. So we get there and nothing was moved. There was two cars parked in the driveway. One of the cars was one of the cleaning ladies that was there. The other car was her son's car. And the cleaning ladies were inside. They had the door open on their car door, moving all their stuff in, all their stuff that they needed to clean the house and everything. We walked around back, and she had some clothes hanging on a clothesline. She had all kind of patio furniture all over the place that we were going to have to move out of the way. For some people, it's not really that big of a deal, which most of the time we'll just suck it up and move everything out of the way. But I'm not taking down somebody's clothes off of their clothesline to be able to clean. That leaves a liability on us because obviously we're spraying bleach everywhere. So all the overspray is going to get all over her clothes. It's going to bleach them out. It's going to leave spots all over her clothes. And then we're held responsible for that because we didn't move them out of the way or let her know that we are spraying bleach and that it will stain her clothes possibly. So even though we're spraying a weaker mix, it was just a house wash. So normally we're running around a house with about a 1.5 to a 2%. Which it won't bleach as fast as, say, like a roof wash mix where it's a 5 or a 6% mix. We get there, she didn't have anything moved, and we had already done 2 house washes that morning, and we had 2 more to do in that area. So we had a busy day that day. We get to the job, we call her, and she's like, oh, well, y'all never told me that. Well, we had proof in our text messages and pictures and stuff like that. We asked if she could send over some pictures of the stuff that she had that was going to need to be moved. We let her know that it was too much for us to be able to move without having to charge her the extra $100, being that we did have 4 other jobs that day. We get there, we call her, we let her know, hey, we're not going to be able to move all of your stuff. We're on a time crunch because we have 5 house washes total today. She says, okay, well, I can have it moved in the next hour up to an hour and a half. Do you mind waiting? We told her no because we have 2 more house washes after yours. We let her know that we had multiple house washes that day that we were going to have to take care of. So move all your stuff, have it ready so we can get in and get out and get to our other jobs for that day instead of having to reschedule these other jobs because you got so much stuff on your patio that we have to move that you were aware of, which a lot of the times, if we do have time, we'll move everything out of the way. And then at the end of the job, we just won't move it back. We'll just leave it out in the yard and say, hey, look, we didn't move everything back. We weren't supposed to move everything out of the way to begin with because we let you know ahead of time that there is going to be a $100 upcharge. We went ahead, we moved everything out of the way, so after the job's complete, you're just going to have to move everything back. If it's like a few chairs, maybe a table that we can just move out of the way real quick, we don't have a problem moving that kind of stuff. But if I got to go to your house and move all your clothes off of your clotheslines, all your patio furniture, fold up chairs, all your dog's toys and kennels and stuff like that, and then 15 pots and plants, I'm not going to sit there and move all of that stuff for free. I'm there to clean it. We're not a moving company. We're a cleaning company. Keep that in mind. If you ever run into that issue, you can stay and move all of their stuff out of the way. Normally, like I said, we would move all of their stuff out of the way if we didn't have multiple jobs that day and we had time to do it. A few months ago, we did a commercial cleaning, one of our gas stations, and we let them know ahead of time. Make sure there's no trucks coming in. We like to schedule those as night jobs to be able to get in there when there's less traffic coming through to where we're not in anybody's way and nobody's getting in our way. but also they have trucks coming in for fuel and different products and stuff like that that they sell inside the stores. So we like to try to schedule those whenever they don't have those trucks coming in. Makes it a lot easier on us because we don't have to move all of our stuff out of the way or worry about being in their way or worry about them rolling over hoses or anything like that, having to move hoses back and forth. We tried to schedule for a night like that where they didn't have any trucks coming in, and come to find out they had 4 trucks coming in that night after we had started cleaning. Having to move all that stuff out of the way, all of your equipment, your trucks, your trailer, whatever it may be, hoses to keep them from getting ran over. It's a pain to do. At the end of the day, most of the time, like I said, we suck it up, we do it, we move it. We're there to make a dollar, leave happy, keep the customer happy to where we could be a potential cleaning company for them in the future. Get a call back every 6 months to a year, whatever it may be that they need done. Keep that in mind, that also if you don't stay and move their stuff, it could put a bad taste in their mouth as far as your company goes. But like I said, this house wash, I want to say it was like a $380 house wash is what it ended up coming out to, and she was asking us to come out there for like $340 cash. So a lot of the times we will drop it down if there is other jobs that are in the area. We'll drop it down to that 330 or 340. We held our ground on this one. We said the 380 is the lowest that we can do. We had knocked a couple of cents off of square footage to begin with, so it originally came out to like 410. So we were like, all right, well, let's knock a couple of bucks off because we're already going to be in the area. So we'll knock a couple bucks off and send her that and see how it goes. So we sent her the bid for 380. She was asking for money to come off of it. And then we get there and she's got all this stuff that we got to move. And like I said, we got 2 more house washes that we got to go do after this. And it's already around noon that we're getting there to get started. So you're looking at probably about a 2.5 to 3 hour process, depending on how quickly the house cleans up and how quickly the driveway goes. So add in a lot of time to move all of her stuff. And we really didn't have the time for it that day. We had some maintenance things that we had to take care of. We had already done 2 jobs that morning, so we were already pressed for time. We had 2 more jobs that we were getting to keep from having to reschedule those for the next day because we had started working nights at one of our other gas stations that night. We ended up working with her and we were able to reschedule it for this week. So we're going to go take care of it this week. We're going to make sure that she has all of her stuff out of the way. If we got to, we'll get her to send pictures of everything moved out of the way before we get there. So not always a bad thing to just say, hey, look, we're going to have to reschedule because we have too much work going on today to be able to move all of your stuff out of the way. And whenever we come back, if you don't have it moved out of the way, it's going to be an extra $100 or whatever you want to charge to move all of their stuff. A lot of the times we don't worry about it. We'll move it out of the way and they're just in charge of moving it back after we get done. If we don't charge them that extra $100, if we charge them the extra $100, we'll move everything out of the way, clean everything, and then we'll move it right back because they're paying us to do it. But like I said, we're not a moving company. We're there to do a job. We're there to clean. We're not there to move all your furniture. We're not getting paid to do that. So we're not going to come in there and move all your furniture for no charge if it's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of little knick-knack stuff that you can obviously just pick up and set aside and then move it right back after we leave. Also, a lot of times you're dealing with, older people that maybe can't pick up the heavier pots and plants and stuff like that. We don't mind moving that stuff out of the way at all. I'm not going to pick up somebody's bra and panties off of their clothesline and set them out in their yard so they don't get bleach on them. So that's a few different examples that I have of different jobs that we've ran into where we've asked to have stuff out of the way or there will be an upcharge. They didn't have it moved whenever we got there. Like I said, the gas station thing with the trucks coming in, we were already there. We were already set up moving. The trucks didn't get in until about 11 or midnight that night is whenever they started coming in. We do that store every 6 months. So it's better to just deal with stuff like that than pack up and leave because we're going to have to come back the next night anyway because we have to get it done. It's under contract. Every 6 months we got to be here to clean the parking lot and the store and the canopy. So not really any way around that, just poor communication. As far as the residential side goes though, about 90% of the time, we do believe in having that extra upcharge because like I said, we're not there to move all of your stuff. So we're going to clean what we're there to clean. And if there's an upcharge to move all of your stuff, then we will move all of your stuff. But if it's a few things, maybe 2 or 3 pots or plants or something like that, and a few chairs and a table or something like that, we have no problem moving any of that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, how y'all operate whenever it comes to moving everybody's stuff out of the way. Do y'all have an upcharge, and what do y'all upcharge? It varies for us. It could be anywhere. I think the lowest we've ever charged somebody to move their stuff is $50. Most we'll charge somebody is $100. depending on how big the stuff is and exactly what it is. But like I said, she had 2 cars in the driveway. She had all kind of clothes and pots and plants and dog toys and kennels and you name it, it was out there. And we didn't really have time to stay and move all of her stuff out of the way and wait on people to come move cars and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm Jacob with Veteran Pro Wash, and y'all stay happy, humble, and money hungry.